She is a old woman, bro. He left for 3 days and DoorDash groceries to the fucking crib. What's the word, guys and goddesses? We back with another video, and we got a story time today. Story about how my homie ruined his fucking life. Yeah, basically. Two things about this story though. One, all of this shit happened within like a year. Took 1 year for all of this shit to happen. Oh, the gameplay is live, so if I'm, looking down or whatever, that's what I'm doing, But we gonna call my homie Vaughn. We got Lil J and we got Sarah. So, and then me. So Vaughn, Lil J, Sarah. That's what the second thing was really supposed to be. He ruined his life about a bitch. It's always about a bitch. But so it's Vaughn, Lil J, Sarah, and me. And before Sarah even make it into the picture, me, Vaughn, and Lil J, we all work at the same job. Everything cool, you know what I'm saying? Vaughn he stays with his grandma, you know what I'm saying? Not ideal, but you know what I'm saying? You do what you can do. Eventually I get fired, I'm not gonna go into the reason why I get fired, but a nigga get fired. So it's just Vaughn and Lil J working at this job. And then eventually, somehow, Sarah make her way into the picture. And, this ain't really got nothing to do with it, but just for context, Sarah's a white girl, I'm not saying that means anything, but they work at this job, I'm gone. And Sarah, the thing about Sarah's a well-known hoe. Like, people in the city who know who Sarah is know Sarah's a hoe. Even at the time, Vaughn and Lil J both knew Sarah was a hoe because when she came to work at the job, but no, I remember what I was told. She said, I went to pull up on Vaughn and Lil J because we were going to smoke. And they took Lil J, he came and told me that Sarah said, because it's like the motherfucking the store we was working at, it's like half and half. So it's like the back is a warehouse, and then the other side is the store and shit where the customer shop. So they all in the back and shit. And Sarah tells Lil J and all of them, Vaughn too, they all in the same area, they all in the back, they all work back there. She said, I want to take it's gonna sound crazy, but she basically says she wants to take everybody who works back there, all the guys, she want to take them up through there. And if you don't know what that means, basically she want to fuck them all. She want to fuck all the dudes back there. While knowing this, Vaughn still decides, let me go ahead and start dealing with this girl. Well-known hoe, They know it, we know it. Everybody at the job knows it. He knows it. And we tell him, like, if you're gonna mess with this girl, don't take her serious, Don't do nothing crazy. Just have your time with her. She's a hoe. A well-known hoe at that. Long story short, he didn't fucking listen. So it starts out, shit's whatever. And I ain't gonna lie, it starts out pretty bad, but it's normal at the same time. Because what he did when Sarah came around, he started blowing the homies off. But like I said, he started doing this extremely early into knowing Sarah and dealing with Sarah. Like, they weren't even dating yet before he started blowing off the homies. Right then and there, we should have known something was up. But for some reason, we weren't really thinking none of it. Because we were planning something for his birthday, you know what I'm saying? His birthday was like right around the corner. We were planning something for his birthday and shit. We were supposed to we were supposed to have a party and shit, and we were supposed to go out that night. He decides to go with Sarah out of town, but he doesn't tell anybody. He just dips. He doesn't say, yo, I'm finna go out of town with this girl, you know what I'm saying? We gonna have to do these plans another time. I appreciate y'all for trying to, do something for the birthday or whatever. No. This nigga just ups and fucking leaves to go out of town. I think it was Jacksonville or Tampa. I'm low-key exposing where I live, but not really. He went to one of them areas. Shit, it might have been Panama City. And he spends the day with her, but he don't tell nobody. So niggas blowing up his phone, texting him like, yo, we still linking up. Cause mind you, he said at the time he wanted to go on a binge, like before anything, like before the party, whatever the fuck. He wanted to go on a long ass binge. He wanted to get high all day from start to finish. So I'm hitting him up at like 12:01ish. I'm like, where you at? I thought you wanted to do this. And for some reason, he not hitting nobody back. Like unbeknownst to us, he's out the city and shit. So we hit him up and shit, and eventually he finally get back to niggas, and he's like, "Oh yeah, my bad, dog. I went out of town and shit, and I'm with Sarah. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna be able to link up and shit." And obviously, niggas are fucking mad at him. Like, we had this whole day planned out. You told us you wanted to do this shit. We were going, just chill. Wish you happy birthday, get you a gift or whatever, and just call it a day. Cause we guys, sometimes niggas don't want to do shit. Sometimes you just want to vibe. You know what I'm saying? And you had this whole day and shit going, and then we decided to plan something for you, and you left. And it's like, all right, whatever. But the problem is, like I said, they not dating at this point, bro. They just talking and shit. They just know each other. Like, they still coworkers. He ain't even got the box yet. Let's be honest. Let's just keep it real. He has not fucked this girl, nothing. He just went out of town with her, bro. That's it. Blew off the homies. And we just like, okay, it's whatever. So fast forward, I want to say, we ain't got to fast forward if we be honest. Let's go like a couple days ahead. And he's making plans with niggas. He's like, yo, I just realized my fucking camera's inverted, so this hand is what y'all seeing. Dumb as hell. But he's like, yo, like, let's link up, let's smoke, let's drink or whatever. Let's go hoop. And I'm like, why are we about to do this? And you just blew niggas off on your birthday when we had all this shit planned for you. And he's like, yeah, my bad, bro. I was tripping. I shouldn't have did that. And I'm like, all right, whatever, Shit happens. Sometimes you fucking with the hoes, you lose sight of what's right there, So I'm like, all right, that's cool. It's whatever, bro. So now we fast forward some time. He's still doing this. We starting to get fed up with this nigga. It's like, bro, we get, she's a woman. We not gonna do the same things for you that she gonna do. But this is a hoe. You know she's a hoe. We know she's a hoe. She says she wanna fuck every nigga at that job. Why are you blowing off the homies for this bitch? You get what I'm saying? So fast forward some time, they start dating and shit, and they fucking. That's what comes with dating. And but the thing is, he's not like going over there every now and again. He's with this girl every day. And you remember how I say he stays with his grandma? Keep that in mind. So he's with this girl like every day, constantly fucking her. And I'm not gonna lie, I told him, like, we linked up and shit. We finally got a hold of him one time. And we tell him, like, if you keep fucking around and you keep fucking in the girl like you fucking her, she's gonna get pregnant, like. And you know how niggas say, like, oh, I pull out, whatever, or I'll be. Eventually, you're gonna get caught lacking. It's that simple. Especially if you're in it every day, you're gonna get caught lacking. Like, bro, if you don't come up off this girl, like, she's gonna be pregnant. And he telling niggas like, no, ooh, yeah. He telling niggas, nah, bro. I'm not gonna get her pregnant, bro. I ain't gonna do all that, bro. I'm gonna be straight. So he like, alright. He ain't gonna get her pregnant, right? What the fuck you really think happened? They have a kid to this day. And it's crazy because he don't even know if it's his, because she's a fucking hoe. I mean, we established that. He said to this day he does not know if that shit is his, bro. Goofball. But anyway, I'm jumping a little far ahead. I'm a little ahead of myself, you know. So bad landing. Where I'm at. I was talking about his grandma and shit, and how he's with this girl every day and blowing the homies off. So yeah, he's with her like every day. He's constantly fucking her. And we tell him, like, you know, you gotta back off her a little bit. And he's not listening, like, and he's taking her serious when we told him this is not what you need to do. She is a hoe, well known. You know it, we know it, the city knows it. And he still wasn't listening. So, you know how I said he was with his grandma and stuff? Tell me why this dumbass nigga gonna leave his grandma's house for 3 days. 3. He stayed with that girl for 3 days straight. And instead of going back home to his grandma, check up on his grandma, man. This nigga gonna DoorDash groceries. And his grandma isn't like a young grandma, bro. She's a genuine grandmother. That woman is old. I've been to his home. I've seen this woman. I've been in his home. She is a old woman, bro. He left for 3 days and DoorDash groceries to the fucking crib. And you wanna know what the fuck got put out his grandma shit and her put into a shelter? When he DoorDashed them fucking groceries, his mom came over to see what was cool at the crib, see if everything was straight. This nigga was nowhere to be found. Gone for 3 days. And the groceries were just sitting outside, spoiled. She never went outside one time while that nigga was gone. Not once. And I know niggas gonna be like, yeah, you should have cut him off right there. But dude, loyalty is a real big thing with me. If we get in real close, it's gonna take you gonna have to do some crazy shit to me for me to be like, yeah, this gotta stop. Yeah, he ended up getting put out his mom shit and shit. So this girl he dating, Sarah and shit. By the way, I haven't really mentioned Lil J. Anytime I'm saying we linked up with him, Lil J was there. Lil J was a part of these stories. But I'm just not mentioning him because it ain't really about him exactly. So he ended up getting kicked out his grandma shit. She gets put into a home. He moves in with this girl. Mind you, it's already bad. At this point, pregnant, by the way, like, they're still, you know what I'm saying? Everything's still normal as far as their situation goes. So he moved in with her and shit. And, you know, they dealing with each other. And now, since he's like really with her every day, because when he was, you know what I'm saying, staying with his grandma, he was with her real often, but it wasn't every day. You know what I mean? Saying every day was an exaggeration, but now he's really with her every day because he has absolutely nowhere else to go. So he's living with her and shit. Mind you, this girl has a little sister and shit. She's high school age. She's around like 16 to 17, something of that nature. I'm not gonna talk about how their living situation was, cause I'll just say it was like a Diddy party, but not a party in the house. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah. So he moved in with her, and like I said, Diddy party without the party. They not fucking the sister, but like everybody in the house fucking somebody, and they be in the open with it. Like, Like I said, Lil J wasn't even brought up most of the time, but I'm finna bring him up right now. Vaughn called Lil J in the middle of fucking Sarah. Like, I'm like, is this nigga for real? And he's like, yeah, bro. Like, he called me, and while he's like talking, you can hear her. And no. He, bro, I'm remembering it wrong. Vaughn wasn't even fucking Sarah. Sarah's sister was getting fucked by somebody else, and Vaughn was in the room while she was getting cracked by somebody else. And while he's on the phone with Lil J's hearing her getting the treatment while he's just sitting there talking like nothing's happening. And then he's telling him like, bro, what's going on? Like, what's in the back? And he's just like, oh, I'll call you back and this stuff, because there's stuff going on. I'm like, folks is wilding. So I'm like, yeah, like I said, freak house, Diddy party without the party type shit, you know. So eventually she falls pregnant, you know what I mean, and they have a kid or whatever. Or no, it's not even that they have a kid. Well, they had the kid obviously, but like I said, I'm kind of all over the place with it. Like, I'm kind of getting out of order with it, because like I said, I'm trying to focus on the live gameplay while also telling the story to y'all. But they have this, they get a new spot together, and they end up, this is when she ends up pregnant, you know what I mean? They doing whatever, and this is where he stops hanging out with us, period. Like, once she became pregnant, all contact with this nigga ceased, like none. And that's expected. There's no issue with that, right? Whole time, I come to find out later, the only reason he cut us off and stopped talking to us is because she didn't want him talking to us, and she didn't want him smoking or drinking anymore. Whole time though, while she was pregnant, she was smoking. Like I said, bro, he ruined his life. That's what this story is about. So he stopped hanging with the guys and shit while she's pregnant or whatever. And I mean, we still follow him on Instagram and stuff. So from time to time, we'll see him say some stuff, and we don't really pay it no mind. You get what I'm saying? Because, you know, he ain't rocking with us, so we ain't rocking with him. You know, me and Lil J. And out of nowhere, like, he starts ranting on Instagram, like, out of the blue. Like, I mean, I work overnight, right? So, like, to this day, and out of the blue, it's like two maybe 3ish in the morning, somewhere in that area, somewhere in that realm, and he's just on Instagram cutting a fucking fool, my nigga. Like, and when I say cutting a fool, bro, niggas thought he was like on like a hard drug, and like not the gas, bro. Niggas thought he was off the sugar. Like, niggas thought something was wrong with him. Like, he's ranting about all type of stuff about how, like, she was a hoe, and see what I'm saying? Came back to bite him in his ass. He was talking about how she was a hoe, and he don't even know what the baby is, and how he was saying, like, tell people how you was fucking with dude while I was at work and shit. Like, he's basically losing his mind on Instagram, like, before our very fucking eyes and shit. And if I do put it in the video, I'll pull it off my phone, because I still have the screen recording. I'll probably blur his face out in his Instagram. But if I put it in, bro, like, you'll see what I'm talking about. He was ranting about all type of stuff. He was talking about how he got her out of that, not to put little Sarah business out there. I mean, her name ain't tied to her real name, not tied to this, so it don't matter. But she was staying in a trailer home when they got together and shit. And he was saying on Instagram how she had roaches and all this other shit. But and you know how people get when you break up with them and shit, and now they want to talk all this big shit about stuff that they weren't complaining about, or they was just looking past while you was with them and shit. That's basically what he's doing on Instagram. And like I said, he's losing it. And in the process of him doing this, he's walking down the street. Like I said, it was 2 to 3 a.m. while he was posting all this shit on his Instagram story. He walking down the fucking street, bro, and he ain't got no shirt on. Like, this is why people thought this nigga was fucking tweaking, bro. He don't got on no shirt while he's talking to his phone, yelling all type of shit, saying how she unfaithful. He don't know what that baby is. She was doing this, and this while he was at work. She got roaches. He took her up out that dirty ass crib. He's saying all of this, right? And the whole time I'm thinking, like, mind you, they live together, so I don't even know where she's at or how the fuck he's out the house just walking. Like, mind you, I'm not going to expose where he stayed, but where he stays is like complete opposite of where the fuck he was at. Like, I'm talking about opposite side of town. I don't know how the fuck he got over there, because he don't got no car. The nigga don't got a whip. So I don't know how he got over there, bro. He ended up getting fired from Goodwill because of this girl. Like I said, this is a whole story about him ruining his life. I completely glossed over that. He got fired from that. He got fired from that job, fucking with this girl. He was slacking, showing up late, taking like hour and a half breaks in the car, talking to her, shit, ignoring customers, standing outside, just having long conversations. So he lost his job, don't got no car. I don't know how he's like, they making ends meet or whatever, but you know, he kind of like cut us off because of her. So I'm not knowing nothing. So he's having this whole mental breakdown and shit on Instagram, and in the process of him having this mental breakdown, I'm thinking, like, where are you gonna stay after this? Like, what do you plan on doing? Because she's like, if you hearing what I'm saying, bro, he was saying some wicked shit, like shit that nobody with no common sense is taking somebody back after, in my opinion. So I'm over here wondering, like, what is this nigga finna do? Because he ain't staying with me. Like, you know what I mean? That's out the goddamn question. So, you know, time go by. It's the next day after his big rant on Instagram and shit. I haven't heard from him. Cause, you know, and actually the reason I hadn't heard from him was because in my city we have a it's essentially a psych ward, my nigga. I forget what it's called. I know what it's called, but I'm forgetting the technical term for it. A halfway house, if you want to say that. And you know, he's in there for like 2 or 3 days. So he has no phone or nothing. He can't talk to anybody after having this whole breakdown and shit, right? He's gone for these days, and then out of nowhere, he starts hitting us up, me and Lil J, and I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of feeling bad for dude, so I'm just like, you know what? Let's see what bro on, you know. Ain't talked to him in I don't know how long, you know. He going through it right now. Let's see what's up, bro. And this is when he started saying, like, you know, telling us only reason I cut y'all off was because of her and da-da-da, all of this shit about the baby and this. And the whole time, this is a group FaceTime call with me and him and Lil J. And he didn't tell nobody this, but when he got out of fucking, when he got out of, the halfway house, this dumbass nigga gonna decide to go with his aunt, his blood auntie. Mind you, this blood auntie that he goes with, she At the time, she had a very bad habit of only hitting this nigga up when she needed something: weed, gas money, things of that nature. She was that type of aunt. So this dumb fuck decides to go with said aunt to New Orleans. Mind you, my nigga, we live in Florida. So he gets out of this fucking halfway shit. He goes with this untrustworthy ass aunt to New Orleans. In the search to look for a job. Because you remember I said he lost his job because this girl, because he wasn't on his shit no more. So he leaves in search for a job. Mind you, in the process of all of this, I kind of glossed over it. I'm going to get better at telling stories. Don't worry about it. But the baby was born in this time period of him having this whole mental breakdown on Instagram, and you know what I'm saying, between then. So the mental breakdown on Instagram and then him not talking to us, her falling pregnant, the baby was born between then. So he leaves after 2 weeks, count them, 2 of them hoes, of the baby being born, and he goes to New Orleans without telling anybody. No one. Not his BM, not his mama, not me, not Lil J. No one. Nobody. Just goes to New Orleans with this aunt. And you want to know what the fuck she did? She left him there. She left him. Because her reason for leaving this nigga was, it was her birthday weekend or some bullshit. And she also had a warrant because it's her birthday weekend and she has an arrest warrant out there. He, like I said, he has no car, he has no job, he has nothing to do with his name. So he's with his grandfather out there, and and these are genuine grandfathers and grandmothers. So these are older people. They're not driving around and shit like that. So he's out there with him with nothing. Like, he has his phone and that's it. Like, he ain't got shit else. I don't know what he brought with him when he went with his aunt, because she claimed there was a job opportunity for him out there. She did not prove that before they left. So he just went up there on blind faith with his aunt, who, like I said, is not trustworthy because she only hits him up when she needs something: gas money, money in general, weed, drink. Like, she just uses him. And he trusted her to get him a job in another state after his newborn, pretty much newborn, 2 weeks. Was just born 2 weeks ago. Just didn't tell nobody. So she leaves him with a grandpappy, stranded as fuck. You know, and he's just out there, you know, we're talking to him at this time. Like, we've, you know, kind of settled shit because he explained himself on why he cut us out the frame. So I wasn't tripping by that. Fast forward some time, and he's stuck there for a long time because, I mean, he ain't got shit. You know what I mean? That's not what I did. So his sister ends up coming to get him, and he moves to Houston, Texas. So from Florida to New Orleans to Texas, where he resides to this day, by the way. Because like I said, all of this happened well within a year. Just a year. Like, it's insane. He ruined his life in 1 fucking year. Lost his job, got a girl pregnant, don't even know if the jit is his. She's a hoe. He ain't got no job. He got stranded in 2 different states because the story's not done. Like I said, he's still in Houston to this day. He was supposed to have a job, and that never came to him for whatever reason. Like, he said the guy called him. He went there once and he never called back. So he hasn't had a job in New Orleans or fucking Houston, and to this day he ain't got shit. He doesn't have a phone, no car, no job. He stays with his sister in Houston, Texas, and he does nothing. no job, nothing to his name. If the kid that he had with that girl, if it's his, some other dude's taking care of it. My homie Lil J told me the other day. Within the span of a year, his whole life went downhill. His grandma's in a shelter to this day. If she's still alive, hopefully. He's not homeless, but he bumming in Houston, Texas, and nothing going on, bruh. Nothing. No phone. Like, he doesn't even have a phone to himself. And I asked him, like, how do you not feel like? Do you not feel like shit sitting there not moving towards nothing? Anyway, man, that's the end of the story. That's how my homie ruined his motherfucking life. Sorry it took so long for the next video. I'm gonna stop bullshitting. You see I finally got the classics, but anyway, that's the end of the video. Refuse to be regular. Peace.